Hello and welcome to the Blessing Zone. My name is Josie Benjamin and I'm here with my husband, Joe Benjamin, and we are super excited to come out today with another interesting topic for today, for tonight. And if you have been following us, we've spoken about a lot of things, talked about a lot of things. And let me tell you this, guys, if you are joining us for the first time tonight, what you need to do, if you have time, please go to our YouTube channel, Joe Benjamin on YouTube. 1, subscribe. Then 2, I want you to go back to the very first episode that we did about the singles, and then move on and move on and move on, so that you are not left out in what we are doing here. We want to walk with you so that you understand where we are coming from and where we are going. Will you do that for us? So today we have this interesting topic. So are you ready, guys? And welcome once again. And are you ready for us to dig deep into this interesting topic? I am ready. Are you ready?
Yes. Ready. Always ready. I was born ready.
Born ready.
That's right. Let's do this.
Yes. So,
what are we talking about today?
Today, what we are talking about is dating red flags that you should never ignore. Oh my God, I can't wait for this one. Dating red flags that you should never ignore. So that's what we're gonna be digging deep into today, and we'll see where it will take us.
So as we get into this, guys, if you know any red flags, either that you've experienced or that you see other people in some situations and entanglements and stuff, type them in the comments, all right, so that we are able to have a discussion and, you know, talk about it together. We can share experiences. We'll share with you, see, because we help a lot of people. Josie, yeah? We help a lot of people. We talk to a lot of singles, a lot of married couples and everything. So and also we have our own personal experience. So from the experiences that we learn from teaching and helping others and our own experience, we want to be able to share with you some life lessons and stuff. So go right ahead, share the broadcast, tell somebody that we are live right now. We're coming live to you, and we want you to tell somebody to join, share in groups on WhatsApp, on Facebook, everywhere. Share 10 times. All right, and when you've shared, type in the comments and say, I've shared, because this is going to be paramount. See, this session that we're doing, Josie, is going to literally save somebody from getting into a bad relationship. True. Do you see how powerful that is? I've heard of people that got married 20 years and got divorced.
Right.
And you ask them one question. Were there any red flags? Or what were the red flags? And when did they start? They will tell you, oh, you know, he used to abuse me even before we got married. So there were red flags even before you got married. But those red flags were ignored constantly.
Over and over and
constantly.
Over. Yeah.
You see, because of this thing where love takes over.
Okay.
Your love starts bubbling in your heart, and you start moving with your heart, and you forget your head at home. But these series that we're going to help, and we love to help Christian ladies. That's what we really geared for, you know, for Christian ladies. Brothers will deal with you another time, but you're also welcome, okay? You're also, because actually we're going to be talking about the guys. So
yeah, but I think we are gonna do a flip at some point.
Yeah, we'll
to help the
deal with
brothers
men
as well.
sometime. Yes.
Yeah, to deal with the brothers as well, the men as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
But for now, ladies, we've got your back. So, right, so share the broadcast, tell somebody we are here, and we've got a list. And this is actually going to be part one, because when we are thinking about this, my goodness, we're just getting loads and loads of red flags that we have to deal with. But before we do that, I always like to start with some pickup lines. Okay, listen, I need to put a disclaimer out. And here
I thought today we're not gonna do the pickup.
Every time we'll do the pickup lines. Every time we come live. Every Tuesday.
Can we leave them out for today?
For today? No. We'll do a few. Only 5. Only 5. So I'll tell you this. This is the pickup lines funny pickup lines I pick up from the internet. And the disclaimer is this: use these pickup lines at your own risk. All right, brothers. If you're looking for a lady, there's a sister that you're eyeing that you want to go for, I'm not recommending that you use these, okay? Because you come back and you say, oh, Dr. Joe Benjamin, I tried using these and they didn't work. No, these actually don't work. They're guaranteed not to work, okay? So, right. So let me give you one. Josie, this is I see you and I say, oh, hi Josie.
Hi.
I didn't know angels flew this low.
Really?
I didn't know that there were angels on the earth. So you need to say, so where are the angels?
Where are the angels?
I'm looking at one right now. All right, so don't try that, because the angel will fly away. All right. Okay. So here's another one. Today I want to do like super spiritual ones. A brother comes to you and says, hi babe, I feel...
He's already saying hi babe.
Yeah, because maybe you've been talking a little bit and stuff like that, but now it's like getting a bit serious.
Okay.
And you'll come and say, hey, hi sister. Hi sister Josie.
Hi.
It says, I had a dream in the middle of the night. And in this dream, I saw somebody who was like a lady, but she was wearing a red top. She was beautiful. And instantly I had an angel telling me that you should go on a date with me because you are that lady that had red.
Oh my God. No.
All right, okay.
No.
Here's another one. Hi sister Josie. I'm a Proverbs 32 kind of guy. And you are a Proverbs 31 kind of woman. Do you think we've got something in common?
Yeah.
Okay, how many more?
One.
One more? All right. Sister, the pastor has been talking about being led of the Spirit. In the last few weeks, it's been a series of being led by the Spirit, and the Spirit of God has led me to you. One more, yeah?
Okay.
Sister Josie. I will kill Goliath for you.
That's it.
If any brother comes and gives you these crazy pickup lines, run for your life. Okay,
Right.
so let's get into today's subject, and I want you to tell somebody that we're live, and we're going to be brief because we're going to do part 1. We've decided not to make them too long because when they get too long, sometimes they get a bit carried away, but we do part 1 today. Then next Tuesday, we'll be doing part 2. Okay, so share, tell somebody we're live. Now, red flags, and you're wearing a red... What's going on? We're talking on red flags today, and you're wearing it. Are you a red flag? Is this a sign?
You're not like...
Maybe I should
That's
have
a
also.
pickup line.
Maybe I should have worn you had red. This is a red flag, and you're wearing this so I can get you, so that you can get my attention. Is that what it is?
But I didn't even plan this. Not at all. So
You should have thought. You should have thought in advance that no, we're talking about red flags today.
I knew it was red flags, but when I chose this, it wasn't in my mind that we're going to actually be talking about red flags and red. No, it just so happened.
Good.
So yeah.
Okay, so at least we've got a red flag here, guys. If this is red, you see, this is the color red. So when we talk of red flags, this is red. I'm talking, not you, it's the material. The material I'm talking about. So you see, this is red. So a red flag, actually, I just caught my attention when I'm talking about red flag. A red flag is, red is usually a sign of danger.
Danger, yes.
Oh, see, if there's there's a warning like red for stop, traffic lights, red is stop, or red is when we're talking of people that are either in the sea and there's something, you have a wave a red thing, or a train coming, you want to stop it, they wave a red flag. Caution.
Stop.
That's right.
Yeah, danger.
Yes. So when we talk of red flags, we're talking of things that are signs that you see that are telling you slow down, slow down, stop, because something is about to, a train crash is about to happen. So many times people in relationships, they ignore the red signs, the red flags, and you keep getting red flags, and you ignore them to the point that this ship will crash or you'll have an accident, and it will be too late at that point.
Right.
So in relationships and in dating, remember we're talking about singles. For people that are not married yet, you are trying to look for somebody, or you've got a friend, or you've got a girlfriend, boyfriend, or a partner that you're talking to and you're either dating. These are red flags you should never ignore. And can I start with one? Because I think if you do one, I do one, that'll be good. Here's a big one for me. A guy that does not have a relationship with Jesus. That's for me, I think it's one of the biggest red flags ever. See, we're talking to Christians, and if you are a Christian and you're believing God and you trust God that God can give you somebody, you have to go with the principles of God's word. And one of the principles of God's word is you shall not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. So if you are a believer, right, and you are trusting God to give you a good wife, a good husband, you have to go for a believer, somebody who has a good relationship with God, not those that just have it in name. The people that are heathens that go to church. So you need discernment as well. And it's easy to tell. Do they have a prayer life? Do they ever talk about God? You see, what kind of relationship do they have with God? Because you cannot have a good relationship with yourself, with others, if you don't have a good relationship with God. So relationships should start first vertically with God. Then you are able to do horizontal relationships from person to person. So I think for me that's a big one, and a lot could be said, but don't even go there. And I know people say, oh, what if I could I help him, and convert him and bring him to Christ. I know there's people that it's happened and they've been successful in doing that, where they've actually been able to testify to their boyfriend in the world and girlfriend, and they've come to know Christ. But it's the exception. Every rule has got exceptions. But for you to be in a safe place, at a place where you are safe, the Word of God is out there to protect us. See, so the Word of God has said that for a reason. I'll stick to somebody. See, if Jesus hasn't been able to save him, who do you think you are? You know what I'm talking about? Jesus is still in the process, and you think, I'll be the one who will save him. Okay, it's okay. You can try. You can try and let's see how it'll end, okay? But that means you are inheriting a whole lot of problems, a whole lot of demons, a whole lot of baggage that you won't be able to deal with. Okay, that's my opinion. All right.
All right.
Do you have any other or anything to add to that one?
I think what you've said, it's okay. It's good. For me, is like domestic violence.
Okay.
Domestic violence.
That's a big red flag.
Yes, it's a big one. Verbal abuse.
Yes.
Emotional abuse.
Emotional abuse. Yeah.
Yes, when the way they talk
To you.
the way they make you feel.
Yes.
It's a big one because remember, you're still like talking to each other, dating, and you're not even yet, for some, a lot
Married,
of people, you're not even yet staying together, you're not yet married, but they will make you feel like,
They make you feel like that.
like you're like this.
You're nothing.
You're nothing. And yet, he's supposed to be the person who will make you feel like
a queen.
Like a queen, like you're the most beautiful lady in the whole world.
Right.
But then I know, of course, as your boyfriend or whatever, of course, they are allowed to correct you. But then there is a certain way to do it nicely. That will not make you feel a certain type of way, like, oh my God, you feel so low. And he should use his words wisely, talking to
Seasoned
you,
with
make
love.
you feel, make you, even if they're telling you something maybe that you've done wrong, there's always a good way that is full of love to correct you. But if it's always like shouting at you and embarrassing you in public and harassing you, then hey,
Big red flag.
a big one, because what more when you get married, when things change,
That's
it will
right.
be even worse and worse
gets
and
worse.
worse. So watch out for that one.
Yeah.
Watch out for
And
that
it's,
one.
and like what you said, like even emotional abuse. See, where they can emotionally strangle you,
Yes.
and sometimes it may not even be like beating
Beating
you up
you, yes,
and stuff like that. Yet, because they still want to get married to you and stuff like that. But if you start seeing the trends that this guy is always raising his voice, this guy is always being verbally assaulting you verbally every time. You're like, ah. So when you get in the relationship, and it's said, there was this story that came out in the news about this this guy that shot his wife. But actually, there's a video of the scuffle of domestic violence that happened before even he shot her and gunned her down to death. And sadly, may she rest in peace. And it's a real shame. But all these things, they actually start. The signs and symptoms are clear even during your dating.
Right.
Trust me, I've talked to many singles, married people, cancelled, many people. They'll tell you that this thing started even when we were dating, but I ignored and I loved him. I really loved him and everything. So listen, and this is a word not only for people that are dating, but even if you are in a married relationship, listen to me. We're dealing with married couples, but listen, if you are in a married relationship right now and you're in a violent relationship where the man or the woman is being violent to you, physical
Constantly.
abuse, abusing you,
Time and time
again. And I usually say, once is a mistake, twice it's a pattern, 3 times it's your fault. The third time it happens, it's you that I should take responsibility of what that guy is doing, because you're not running away. So listen, run away. If you are being abused, leave that relationship.
If it has become a lifestyle.
That's right.
Because we know people, sometimes you have disagreements and things can really get really hot and exchange some words. But if it's like a lifestyle of, that every time it's happening, then
And it's the violence as well.
Yes.
See, you can have you can have an argument, but you don't have to be violent. You can have a civil argument, a civil disagreement, but not be violent about
Yes.
it. You see.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if for me, listen, if a man raises up his hand to a woman, even once, I'm telling you, lady, go. That's me. And you're gonna ask and say, oh, but the Bible says we mustn't divorce. We mustn't. We must husbands and wife.
And
Wives
also
must be together.
some will say, but the Bible also tells us to forgive.
Yeah, the Bible also tells us to forgive. That's
So
what I said.
where would the forgiveness come in
yeah.
now if it's the first time?
First time, forgive. Yeah, okay, forgive. But for me, even that, I'll deal with that in a minute. For those that say the Bible says we shouldn't, God hates divorce. It's true. God hates divorce, but God also hates people that are violent to their wives and to their husband. God hates liars. God hates people that steal. The same God that hates divorce is the same God that hates this. So God hates this guy that you're with, no matter how you try to justify. And also, maybe it's all about love in that. So there is a place where you can see and you can use discernment that, okay, this is the first time it's ever happened. It was really heated. It became a bit violent, a bit verbally abusive, or he did this and that. When that happens, okay, you can forgive. All right. But if it happens again, oh, please run with your life, honestly, because it's not worth being in a violent relationship. It's not worth any other benefit that you get from it. You see, God will, God understands and He sees, and as a matter of fact, it's God protection over your life to tell you to run. What I'm saying right now. So if you're in a relationship that is violent, just seek some advice.
Yes. Yeah.
Talk to somebody. Talk to counselors. Talk to a pastor or somebody. Just seek help somehow, because also sometimes, there will be a lot of control and stuff like that in the relationship. So it's not easy because it's like you're together like that, and sometimes there's kids involved and stuff. But the best way of avoiding this, if you see the signs while you're dating, don't even go there. Don't touch it. Yeah. As we go, guys, if you know any other red flags, type them in the comments. If you have a question as well, all right, because what we're going to be doing, we're going to do red flags, and then we're going to go back to our questions and stuff like that. So every question that you ask about singles and dating and love and stuff, we'll be taking all those, and then we'll deal with them in our next live videos as well. So if you have a question, be at liberty to actually ask us those questions. Any other?
I think I'll say another one. It's a big one. Lack of attention. So lack of attention, or maybe it's just me, but I think when people are like dating, the guy needs to give me 100% attention. If I just say, yeah, is there, anything is there, is there. Because
are you an attention seeker? Is that what you're saying?
Because what I know is the guy needs to give you all the attention in the world. Because the next thing is, if he doesn't give you attention, could it be he's attending some other business?
The question should be asked, where is his attention?
Yes.
You see?
So
all that attention that is not giving you, is it giving it to somebody else?
Maybe it's going somewhere else.
You see?
So,
and for guys, it might be that the attention is going to another girl.
Yes.
Or it might be it's going to some football.
Yes.
Or the attention is going to some alcohol.
Yes.
or it's going to some cars or something, you know.
Something,
So
yes.
I think you're right. There has to be, you know, your boyfriend has to be aware that you are there in his life, and
Yes.
constantly, you know, invest time into you.
Exactly. Then we are good. We are good.
Was actually, I think if you follow it up like we're saying, you will find out that there's something that he's doing. See, if he's not texting you during the course of the day, then there's
The whole
something.
day, no text.
Yeah.
And I'm the one always we have to text every time or ring every time. Then
Something is not adding up.
something is not adding up.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I agree. And it's almost like, I think I talked about this last time, it's to do with the what investment is he putting in you? And I guess time is a big one. Time and attention is a really big one.
Yeah, he doesn't have time for me. We don't get to do things together. I know he's there, but he's not there. So it's a bit of a...
So he's not there?
Yeah, he's not there.
You see?
I need to really know that he is there.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I guess it applies more for ladies, because ladies, you're
Yeah.
more emotional
Exactly.
and more touchy-feely
Yeah.
individuals. And I know some men just don't even...
I guess the men will be like, I'm here. But then for us ladies, we want to see it. We want you to show it as well that you are there. Then we'll be cool with that. But then if you don't show it, and I'm guessing there's no attention there, I'm the one who's always giving you attention all the time, then
Right.
I'm thinking, hey, okay.
There's a problem somewhere.
Yeah.
Cool. I think that's amazing. Keep typing in the comments what any other red flags that people have dating. We're talking to singles, Christian singles, any dating red flags that you know. Now here's a big one, Josie. And never ignore this. We're talking about dating, red flags that you should never ignore. This one
Red
is
flags.
huge. Lying, a liar. Listen, I know men lie, and women, all right. But here's the thing: men lie to get whatever it is that they want. So if they, you know, they'll tell you this and they'll tell you that, you know, oh, you know what, can you see this car? Yeah, yeah, it's my car. Yeah, this is your uncle's car, you know. But you just want to impress your lady. So there's little lies that like this, like small things like that. I mean, you know, there's stuff that you can kind
Lying
of...
about a car.
Yeah, I mean, like little small lies that I think I can kind of like ignore when a guy's trying to impress you.
Small little lies.
Small little lies of just trying to impress you, you know.
But I think lying about a car or a house it's
Yeah,
a big
yeah.
one.
If he lies about big things, then it's a real big problem. If he's lying about big things, because of course your woman to be wants to know exactly who you are. But there's little things like you come and you like, oh, you know, I've never met anyone like you.
Yes,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
little things like that. I guess you can brush them away. But if he is a compulsive liar, he is a strategic liar. He is lies.
Everything is lies.
Everything is lies. It's like, and you can actually see, and you kind of like you know, pick him up on it. Like, hey, you said this, but you said that. You don't know what to believe. So once you see that, it's a red flag. And you know, when we start talking of red flags, what we're saying, slow it down. Stop for a minute. Begin to think. Begin to ask more questions. See, and red flags shouldn't you know, really break relationships as such, but they've got the potential to. But see if you can get these issues rectified,
Yeah,
sorted before
talk about the things.
you go to the altar. See, so if he's like a liar, and then keep asking him more questions and record him when he's record him when he's talking. keep a note. You said you were born in Dubai, but last week then you said you were born in Zimbabwe. What is going on? Because liars, they forget what they said because they say too many things. So just to avoid being lied to and being led on, because see, these lies, they start off lying small things, and it gets to a point where they end up lying big things. They'll lie to you that they love you when they really don't. Yet they just want papers. They just want some documents. They just want a visa. They just want something from you. You see, or maybe they just want KFC. And I'm telling you, man,
and when they get what they want, then they
go. They go. See? So, really be on the watch out. Keep your eyes open, and be a person who asks more questions. Right. Your quality of answers is based on the quality of questions that you ask. See, if you are struggling in life with anything, it's the type of questions that you ask that are going to give you the answers that you need. So ask questions, ask them questions, and if they don't repent and say I'm sorry when they've lied to you, then this guy.
If they don't seek help,
then you should be in a position where you can help change them, help them correct their mistakes. Maybe they just did it by mistake. Maybe the lie just escaped their mouth by mistake, and you pick them up on it and say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I said this because of this." Then, but if you find that, where are you? I am at my mother's house.
If it's like that, time and time again, lies are coming up.
You ring your mom. Mom says, no, she's never been here. She's not been here for 2 weeks. So where were you? Where were you?
Oh, I'm finishing work late, and then you ring the friend, the workmate, and say, no, we didn't finish late. We actually finished early.
That's right.
And it's always time and time. Then that's a red flag.
That's right.
Yes.
Excellent.
How many now have we done?
I don't know. Maybe let's do one more. Let's do a few more.
4 already.
And we are making a note of all the other red flags that type them in the comments. Type your red flags in the comments there, because this is how we can help others. And share the broadcast. If you've just joined us, welcome. We are dealing with these dating red flags that you should never ignore. Type in the comments where you're watching us from, and share the broadcast. Do you have anything else you want to add, Josie?
Anything else? Another thing is probably when they don't introduce you to their family. Like at some point, I know probably when people are just starting off, if the two of you still want to, get to really know each other, but then there comes a certain time, a certain point, but they still want to hide you, and you want to be kept a secret. I'm not saying show me to the whole clan, but at least maybe I'll show you, maybe one day you get to meet my brother. Maybe start off with my brother, at least someone from the family that they know that you are there. Or maybe, one day you're gonna meet my sister. We're gonna organize a meetup with my sister and my brother. Or you know what, I want you to meet my aunt, or I want you to meet this one from the family. Then at least okay, I'm not just a secret or something that is supposed to be hidden somewhere. So I think, and that's a big one as well.
And you know how that actually works out in real life. A man would actually know what part or plans they have for you well in advance.
That's true.
See? So if already they've seen you and they figured out, I don't think she's the one, but she's a good friend, and let's just talk to her, and maybe I might get some KFC.
If he's still confused.
Yeah, maybe, if you, for those that don't know KFC.
So are you saying
Yeah.
when a man finds, not finds, but when they start talking to you, they already know where you are in their life, like, oh, I see this one, she's gonna be my wife.
Yeah, so men know well in advance.
Well in advance. So
early in the
so
relationship.
you have that excitement and like, oh, I can't wait to show her to my brother or to my sister.
Yeah. So not maybe maybe yeah, you're right. You could have that excitement, but also because they know that, okay, I'm in this for the long haul. So if I take them to my mom and say, Mom, this is it, already in their mind they're thinking that I'm not going to be coming back
And saying,
2 years later
no,
with somebody else.
Yeah.
You understand? So but there's some men then that just want KFC. And they will pretend that they're with you, this, but they won't show you to their family, to their friends, because they have an ulterior motive. And if you're new to this show, KFC, and when we talk of KFC, we're talking of, for some of you, KFC is very good at doing chicken, thighs, legs, breasts. They're good at that. And there are some guys that just want KFC. When they look at a woman, it's just KFC.
And those popcorn.
Huh?
And those popcorn. The
Popcorn chicken.
Yeah, the chicken.
And popcorn chicken as well. See? So there are guys that just want KFC. So if you are not careful, you could be somebody's KFC.
Right, yeah.
See? That's all what he wants, but he will say everything that's right, everything, what, but all he just wants is KFC, not marriage. After he's eaten his KFC, he dumps you, he moves on to somebody else who will then introduce to his mama and to his parent. So we're not saying they should introduce you straight away. No. You will know when it's right that, hey, listen, I've been dating this guy for 8 months.
Yeah.
8 months. It's like a serious relationship. Listen, the guys even say, we need to move in. We need to move in together. Yet I don't know your mother.
That's the thing.
I don't know your parents.
That's the thing. You don't even know the brother.
You don't know the family.
Or the sister.
Yeah.
Or nobody from the family.
Then something is not adding up, really. So you just need to wake up and smell the coffee. Like, no, this one I don't think this thing is going anywhere. And then ask him. Yeah. Hey, when am I going to see your mom? When am I going to see your relatives?
No, they'll be like, oh, calm down, babe. We are planning all this step by step.
Step by step. We'll
and
do
they'll
it.
make you feel like,
You're going ahead.
Yeah, going ahead.
Yeah. So
sometimes
So
ladies, we're just like left it to just
follow along, play along.
and
Yeah.
play along. And say, I can't really ask him about this because he would think I'm just going ahead of things. So
Yeah, but really I think the point is that when you see that behavior, slow down. See? And sometimes you may not even have to ask him or take him to task for it because there may be different reasons, but slow down your expectation. Slow down your anticipation.
yeah.
You see, don't get too happy and too excited. Yeah, man, I've got somebody. No, maybe he really hasn't made up his mind. And maybe we can finish off with this point.
Yeah.
This is part 1. We'll do part 2. We'll do part 2 next time. This is part 1.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. Here is one thing that is a sign for a lady. The best sign ever that you could ever get, the biggest signal that a man wants you, especially in these days of social media, in these days of men that just lie and stuff like this, And now it's even easy because of social media. You can just type everything, heart, 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 love, 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 yes, kiss, kiss, kiss. Easy. And it's just on the touch of a button. You don't have to think about it. You see? When you're doing it in person, you can use and you say, "Tell me that you love me," and you see that he can't even say it with his own mouth. He's stammering. You know, this guy, something is not adding up. So here is the biggest sign that a guy wants to marry you. Are you here? Are you here, somebody? If you're here, just say, "I am here." Type that in the comments. Say, "I am here." Once I see you're typing, "I'm here," then I'll give you this thing. And I want you to keep it in your mind. Keep it there. Until this thing happens, don't get too excited. Don't get carried away. That's the issue, woman of God. They get carried away too much. And they start making plans. You make plans with this person, yet this person hasn't made plans with you in their mind. See that? The biggest signal that a guy will give a girl that they want to be with them the rest of their life and they want to marry them is this thing here.
Okay.
Yes, they'll give you this. They'll give you a ring. They'll put a ring on your finger like this.
This one.
Yeah. Like this.
Yes.
That is the biggest sign. So up until that happens, just be cautious. We're not saying, don't be happy that things are moving in the right direction. No, he can still change his mind. And there will be all these red flags and all these things happening. But the day that he puts that ring on your finger, boom, then you know for sure this guy is walking the talk. You understand? And it prevents your heart from being heartbroken. It prevents you from being, confused. I know a lady that, she actually had a mental breakdown, mental health breakdown. The guy led her on, woman of God, like literally 2 years. And 2 years of her life wasted. The guy, of course, during all these 2 years, he was cheating. And actually, we're going to talk about cheating in part 2. So this is only part 1. Part 2, I want you to be there because cheating is another red flag, but we're going to talk about it now because we've gone for a long time. In part 2, we'll talk about a red flag called cheating and others. So next week, Tuesday, please be here. Tell him about this lady. She went out with this guy, dated, everything. 2 years. But during the course of those 2 years, the guy never spoke about marriage, but it was a strong relationship, of course, texting, whatever, they go out, they do things together and everything else. And then, after 2 years, guess what? She heard that the guy was engaging somebody else. She heard that the guy actually, you see what I just done, went on one knee. The guy did that to another lady.
Oh, another lady.
And she lost her mind.
Shame.
She lost her mind. But why? What caused her to lose her mind? Now, the guy is 100% to blame. We know that. He is 120% to blame. Definitely. Okay? Because he led her on. He caused her to believe something. But also, the ladies, some ladies do is they believe lies. See? But don't believe it until you see it. And I mean, don't be funny in the relationship or anything, but be cautious. Say, okay, listen, guy, dude, if you really love me, put a ring on it. Even Beyonce. If you really want to have it, put a ring on it. Put a ring on it. It's simple. Put a ring on it. If there's no ring, we're not talking. We'll talk, we'll text, whatever. But we are not I'm not getting crazy about you. I'm not undressing for you. Oh, did I just say something? That just escaped my mouth. See, that's the issue. You undress when you don't have a ring. And you undress not only physically, taking off your clothes off and everything, insides, everything. You take off everything. You also undress emotionally. You also expose yourself. You expose everything to the point where you are left naked. You are left with nothing at all. Yet there's no ring. It's deep.
Yeah.
It's deep, but it happens.
Yeah,
See?
it does.
So that's
It
why we do
does.
these sessions
Yeah, it does.
to help you, to protect you. All we are doing is protecting your heart, protecting your sanity, so you don't lose your mind.
Right.
So if you're dating a guy, be there, but be cautious. Don't lose your mind. Guy, put the ring, put the ring, put the ring, put the
let's see
ring.
the
I am
ring,
not taking my
yeah.
clothes off until you put the ring. I am not doing anything crazy for you. I'm not doing crazy positions for you until you put the ring. You understand me? Why? I'm not cooking. I'm not cooking and doing your dishes for you. Put the ring on it. I want somebody to type in the comments. Put a ring on it. That's it. I think we need to do another session and put a ring on it. Just a session. Put a ring on it.
Yes.
Okay, that good?
Yeah,
Would that be good?
that will be good.
Next week we'll be live again. Guys, we'll do part 2
Yes.
of
Red flags.
red flags
Yeah.
that you should never ignore
Yes.
in dating. And then we'll do put a
Put
ring
a
on
ring
it.
on it.
It looks like we get subjects on the go. Wow. So listen, family, if you have any questions, type them in the comments, send them to us. You can email them to us or inbox them, whatever it is, and we'll be dealing with all your love, dating, relationship questions for Christian singles, especially ladies. So that you are able to have victory in the area of your relationships. We love you guys, appreciate you. Josie, I don't know if you want to say anything at all before we close out.
Yes, ladies, you've heard it for yourselves. Put a ring on it. So, ladies, we go for the ring.
That's it.
No ring, nothing.
No deal.
No deal. No ring, no deal. So,
Unless if you don't want to be married.
that's a different thing now.
There's some generals. There's some generals that don't like that are
You
not
know
into
what,
this marriage
ladies?
thing.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. So here we are just trying to help those who want to get married.
Yeah.
Those who want to get into marriage.
Yeah.
If you are that type of no marriage for me, then that is
Fine.
pretty fair enough.
You do
That
what
is
you want.
fine. You do what you want. No ring, no nothing. Fair enough. It's you, it's your life. But for those who are like, oh Lord, I want to get married, I'm that type, a marriage type of a girl, that's what we are doing here. So we are saying no ring, no deal. Okay, so meet us again next week for our part 2.
Yes, that'll be lovely. That'll be really good.
But I
We'll go
wish
deeper.
if we could just skip even the part 2 and go to that.
Put a ring on it.
Put a ring on it.
Put a ring on it. That is gonna be good. That is gonna be really good.
Okay, my fair ladies. And I know there are some
They're gents. We
yes,
salute you
so
guys.
We
Gents,
love you,
we
yes.
salute you for
We love
going
you.
through this broadcast. You have to be a real man of God. But actually, the guys should come on here because they can also learn.
Yeah, they will
Yeah,
learn.
because we're giving them
Yes.
tricks and tips how ladies think and what
Think,
ladies
what
are
we
actually
want to
looking
see,
for.
our expectations,
Yeah.
things that we want and want to see from you guys.
That's right.
So yeah, it's not just for ladies only. It's for you gents as well. You come and learn. So yeah, we love you all, guys. Meet us next week, okay, for our part 2.
That's right.
Love you.
Love you, everybody. You take care. See you soon.